In today's video, we're taking a look at how to replace, fix the gap, or clean your lawnmower spark plug easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do it. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and realize it's grass cutting season. You wish you could close your eyes and go back to sleep. Or you don't want your home to look haunted. Don't worry. Here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. The first thing that we're going to need is a lawnmower. And if you don't have one and you're watching this video for the entertainment value, we salute you. And we're going to show the general two types of lawnmower. The one with the cover, or like this one where the spark plug is visible right at the front. And this video is part of a lawnmower series where we show how to replace the blade, drain the gas, replace the oil, as well as how to sharpen the blade. And the first way that we want to show is the one with the cover, because here at the StatUpBox team, we like to live hard. We want to locate the screws that hold the cap in place. You can always verify with your barbecue paper, your owner's manual for this information, or the interwebs. This particular cover has screws on the top and on the side. We're going to start with the top first. Depending on your machine, it can be a Phillips screw, a flathead screw, it can be some bolts or Allen type screws. Whichever it is, the technique is going to be the same. We're going to use the ancient wisdom of lefty loosey, righty tighty. And remember to save the screws, because if we start with an amount of screws, we want to end with the same amount. And we mean in the machine, not in that bin that we have, where the screw count keeps growing and growing. Now we can proceed to remove the one on the side. And always remember the general rule of thumb passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now that we verify all around the machine or our owner's manual that we've gotten every screw, we want to go ahead and remove the cover. And we want to do this slowly in case we have any cables, tubing connected to it. In this case, we do have some connections. We're going to place it to the side, out the way. But at the same time, we want to make sure that it doesn't fall and it goes from a small job to a big job. And now this is the part where the two types of lawnmowers meet. We're going to notice our spark plug cable that generally we can just remove by pulling it. And remember, you want to pull from the housing and not the cable itself. And we do this because at the end we want to say that we fixed it and not broke it. Now we're going to get our socket and wrench according to the size of our spark plug, and you can always verify this with your owner's manual in the interwebs or at the parts store. And the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and break it. And no, not that kind of break. We want to loosen it. Once loosened, we want to go ahead and remove it. We want to go slow, steady, and straight so we don't ruin the threads. Once the spark plug is removed and you don't know which spark plug your particular lawnmower needs, you can take the spark plug to the parts store or the auto store and they can help you out with that information. But you can always check with your owner's manual for this info as well. But let's say you're not replacing your spark plug, you're only cleaning it, giving it a facelift. We're going to take our spark plug cleaning brush and gently remove any dirt or grime or any buildup on the head. And we want to do this gently because we do want the machine to turn back on, especially if you're not going to work on the gap of the spark plug. But we're going to show next on how to do that. Now that our spark plug is clean, we're going to verify that the gap on the spark plug is correct. You can always verify this information with barbecue paper, with your owner's manual or the interwebs. In this particular lawnmower, the gap should be 0.7 to 0.8 millimeters or 0.028 to 0.031 inches. And checking with our tool, we can see that our gap is too close compared to the amount that we need. And we're doing the test with the 0.7 millimeters. So this means we're going to have to open it up a little bit. And because in our case it says 0.7 to 0.8, we're going to choose 0.75. But you can always adjust this according to how your lawnmower feels. We're going to use this spark plug tool gap tool, which you can use to measure the gap of your spark plugs with the outer rings, as you can see the numbers on it. But in this case, we're going to use the inner ring to open the spark plug up. You always want to make sure that you don't press against the tip or whichever tool you want to use. If in your case you need to open the spark plug, you can use this method. But let's say you need to close the spark plug gap, we're going to use this tool that we feel that it's more accurate. It doesn't bend the tip and gives it a flatter bendage. We're basically going to open the tool, place our spark plug, then place our measuring tool on the gap with the correct size that we want, and turn our tool until it pushes pushes down the head until our desired gap. And what this does, it gives you a better control and a straighter bend at the top. Once we got in our desired gap, we can loosen the tool, remove the spark plug, and verify that it is correct. As you can see, it's a tight fit. That means it's good. Now that we cleaned and fixed the gap of the spark plug, or we're gonna place a new one, we're ready to reverse engineer our way to glory. You can also check the gap on your new spark plug just to verify that it does have the correct aperture. We want to start the spark plug by hand to make sure that we don't ruin the gap, and also that we don't ruin the threads on the body as well as the spark plug. We can go ahead and finish it off with our wrench, and once we feel that it's tight, we stop. And remember, you always don't want to over tighten, because the last thing you want is to first fix something and then break it, or next time you go to change the spark plug, you can't even take it off. But don't worry, we believe in you. Remember, you are royalty. Just don't let your spouse know, your partner, your friend, your family member. This will let your kingdom reign for years and years to come. It will be a one-team kingdom, but it would last a long time. Now you can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. This time you have all the screws on the machine and not your pocket. You become a spark plug master and the lawnmower dominator. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.